Hello and welcome here to the Bitsler Cup. I'm aponzeus. With me here is the fantastic Sparks. Hi there.
Hi. I'm really excited for this game. It is going to be Balrog's Esport versus SG Esports.
Mhm.
Best of two again, as usual. What can you say about this upcoming game, or these two upcoming games, even?
Yes, these two upcoming games now. SG Esports, they are already gonna be not in the playoffs. They're guaranteed out of the playoffs. But Balrogs, they're still playing to potentially get into them. So SG Esports, they have no pressure on them whatsoever. As well as what I find very interesting about these two teams here is Balrogs, a team of the South American Division 2 that got the second place and is now getting into Division 1 for the next season, while SG Esports lost all of their games, except one, in the Division 1 and gets relegated down into Division 2. So this is very
Huh.
much going to be, I feel like for Balrogs, a little bit of a test here. Can they stand up to a team that was in Division 1 and didn't do well? Because if that is already proven to be a trouble, they really have their work cut out for them for Season 2. As we are here into the draft already, very, very usual picks for this patch here. Spirit Breaker, Shadow Demon, Queen of Pain. I don't know if it gets any more meta than this. How do you like these two openers?
Yeah, what you said as well. It's super meta. You can't really say much about this in the sense that they're just all good picks. I like to see Shadow Demon though. I think Shadow Demon is just a very strong support. I think his kit is just super interesting and great to watch. So always happy about that. And the same goes for Spirit Breaker though. Who doesn't love Space Cow? Honestly, we all love Space Cow. So anytime he's picked, I'm gonna be very happy. And yeah, the bans also seem relatively common. I mean, I see a Grimstroke ban on the side of Balrog's Esport. Haven't seen that one banned too much yet in this cup. So I'm not
Yeah,
sure about that one.
the Grimstroke ban kind of says to me that they wanna, like, I don't know. It seems a little bit of a weird one because usually we see the Grimstroke ban against either Tidehunter or Timbersaw. Both of those heroes really dislike playing against the Phantom's Embrace, or the other hero that sometimes comes up is, of course, the Broodmother, which the Stroke of Fate from the Grimstroke is very nice against. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, I am gonna ask you, do you like it when you see Spirit Breaker on the enemy team when you go into your pub?
No, no,
Okay,
because
okay,
Spirit
we
Breaker
are
on
on
the
the
enemy
same
team
page there.
has enemy team Spirit Breaker has an 80% bash chance. Your own Spirit Breaker has a 5% bash chance. We all know this. So
Oh.
yeah, it's not a great hero to play against.
Mm.
But yeah, you were mentioning Broodmother. Is there someone on Balrog's Esports that is known to play Broodmother?
I mean, especially in South America, Dota, we have seen the Broodmother creep up more and more as like just a very strong lane dominator into then taking over the entire part of the jungle, rotate to the mid lane tower, and then take that tower as well, and just control the mid game tempo with that hero. Which
Okay.
SG Esports, they already have a Spirit Breaker, which I don't think they're gonna go for Broodmother here. Balrogs, the Broodmother would be a little bit weird with the Mars pick in the same vein, as Mars usually is an offlaner, but we have seen some Mars mid, and maybe RoboZ just feels a little bit of a Mars going mid in this game.
I do like Mars Mid. I think Mars Mid is cool. I think it's really nice. I remember one of my friends actually played a lot of Mars Position 1 as well. With this, I
Ooh.
think it's Aghanim's, where he has all these like soldiers around him. Did it work? No. But yes, but no. But not really.
But he had a lot of
That's
fun.
all. Yes, he did. He
Maybe not
absolutely had a lot
everybody
of
else on his
fun.
team, but he
He
did.
had fun. Um, Also, what I'm kind of wondering is what is up with the Beastmaster ban on the side of SG? Because they already picked Mars, right?
Yeah, so they're very much thinking about like, okay, what is the thing that can really hurt a Spirit Breaker is when you lose your towers early. You want to keep as much map presence as long as possible so that the global presence of that Spirit Breaker comes in full effect on like throughout 20-30 minutes. One other thing about Mars, actually, which I really liked about Balrog's, the Shadow Demon Mars already is very good counters against the Spirit Breaker, with that arena as well as the purge from the Shadow Demon. You can't bulldoze if you have the demonic purge on you, and you don't get the status resistance anymore. As now the Snapfire. I love myself with some Snapfire Spirit Breaker combination. I just feel like those two together, like Spirit Breaker has an okayish laning phase, but with the Snapfire suddenly it becomes really, really strong.
Absolutely. Snapfire and Spirit Breaker is one of those lanes that you really don't want to lane against. They are just very strong. They're really in your face, and just generally so insanely annoying to play against. So definitely a good laning combo, because I'm kind of assuming that they're going to be laning together.
Yes.
I see a Sven ban on the side of Balrog's Esport as well coming in. Kind of thinking specific, like Sven is a decent carry. Like, as in, he gets picked up, but he's not one of the strongest carries of the moment, right?
No, not at all. It is very much... SG Esports are playing with a new carry currently. They're playing with Rises instead of Arms. And Rises has been playing a lot of Sven with their team. SG Esports also very much preferred the Snapfire. LTH looks insane on that hero. Which... Like, Shadow Demon is always very nice against Spirit Breaker. It's okayish against Snapfire, but I'm a little bit scared here. This could be like a game where as the Shadow Demon you just die 17 times and you're like, this is horrible. Because he can just get charged, jumped on by the Queen of Pain. You get this, like, Disruptor ulted so you can't do anything. You get Mortimer Kissed, and then suddenly you have to use Disruption on yourself, which means you can't really do anything else in the fight. It is a hard Shadow Demon game. While it is a good hero in this game, it is a hard one to play. So very much my eyes are going to be, how is that Shadow Demon going to be looking throughout the team fights?
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of thinking that, you know, obviously Shadow Demon is a decently strong laner. So maybe, you know, it's one of those picks where they just create a lot of space, like, really early in the game. Kind of looking at their draft, I mean, you know, depending on their carry pickup, they might want to be the team that ends the game a little bit early anyway. You know, and just if you then dominate the lanes and just kind of snowball from there, then it doesn't really matter as much anymore what happens to the Shadow Demon if you really dominate the early game, I think. But these are all just theories. Never mind. I take it back.
Going for the Medusa here.
Never mind.
I mean, it's also a good hero with the Shadow Demon for, like, just a disruption. You're going to get a lot of stats as the Medusa. And it is going to be now, like, it's going to be on SG Esports to really deliver the damage. Can you kill the Medusa? That's now going to be the question here throughout this game. And there makes the Sven ban a lot of sense. If you want to go for the Medusa, the Sven just has such a high damage output with his ultimate that the Medusa can barely stand against.
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, that makes sense. It's just, you know, one of those things where I'm like, oh yeah, you know, they're going to do the early game thing. They're going to run at them. It's like, oh, actually, never mind. I'm literally completely and utterly wrong. I
mean, at this point, it was the choice. Do they want to go for the more early game? They could have gone for something like a Luna, which I was going to suggest, which fits more in that early game. Or do they want to have a little bit more late game insurance, which the Medusa gives them? And so it was the choice there from Balrog to maybe see, okay, can we maybe hit a very strong timing with the Medusa around minute 25? If not, it's fine. We still get stronger later on. And of course, we're gonna see the PL ban. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Terrorblade ban here from Balrog as well.
Yeah, but why specifically Terrorblade? I mean, he gets picked up every so often, but is there like a specific draft reason why Terrorblade would be very strong right now?
I feel like the Medusa always had, like, as a hero, is this kind of fortress, so she doesn't really move all that much, and the Terrorblade exploits that so much. When he has meta up, I don't think the Medusa can ever really fight the Terrorblade. Maybe with an Agnum Scepter, you can take care of the illusions enough to actually man-fight, but I doubt it. And also there's the ban from the Legion Commander, which also would be a very nice hero against illusion heroes. But they're gonna instead decide to ban out the Razor, which I feel like the Razor is more of an, like, instead of having a carry that can match the Medusa, like the Razor is that anti-carry, where you just drain the damage of the Medusa and she will hit like a wet noodle.
Yeah, I mean, very appropriate with, you know, the whole snakes thing. I guess that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're looking at a safe laner for SG Esports and a mid for Balrogs. Kind of curious what they're gonna go with here. But yeah, what you said, like Terrorblade is still open, so they might go for that pickup. It seems reasonably solid. Kind of thinking what other carries remain open. I don't have to wonder anymore. Wraith King. Okay.
Oh.
All right.
I wouldn't really say that Wraith King like can match a Medusa really the later the game goes, but I think your SG really wants to push the tempo with their own draft. Like around like 20 to 25 minutes is when they're gonna be really, really strong, although that's a nice Timbersaw pick.
So wait, does that mean Timbersaw mid or Mars mid?
Mars mid with Timbersaw off lane.
Interesting. So that's Mars versus Queen of Pain then, right?
Mm-hmm. Which...
How does that look?
Queen of Pain's just such a strong hero right now. The Mars might struggle a little bit, like especially with the dagger spam. You might have to ferry out a little bit more region than you usually need to. But like Mars mid is all about the rotations that you make once you hit level 6. And there are very good lanes to rotate to. Spirit Breaker usually a little bit of a hard hero to gank as he can just charge away. If you put him into the arena, he is caged. He is going to be slaughtered in that slaughterhouse that is the arena from the Mars. And the Wraith King, of course, another hero that like just gank him. Just gank him with a Timbersaw. Timbersaw will supply the damage, and I'm gonna be a little bit scared here for SG Esports. How are they gonna deal with this Timbersaw?
That is definitely going to be very difficult. I think it's a very good pickup for them as a last hero. But yeah, obviously Wraith King is not going to have a very good time versus that Timbersaw. So, you know, laning-wise, I think maybe Balrogs... actually, I'm kind of thinking, actually, draft-wise, who is going to be the team to take this game 1 here?
I would give it maybe like a 55-45 in favor of Balrogs.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit scared about their supports. I feel like their supports can get gone on by the Queen of Pain and Spirit Breaker very easily and die very easily. Both of them have like saves in their own way with the Shadow Realm and the Disruption, but I don't think that's going to be enough against the Queen of Pain. Like KXY is just going to be hunting these supports all game long, and they're going to...
I mean... Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, but of course, if they make sure to stick with the rest of their team, you know, if they make sure that their positioning is on point, then they can just initially use their own kits to protect themselves, and then hopefully, by the time that wears off, you know, the rest of their team could be there to jump on that Queen of Pain instead. Obviously, that is the best case scenario. That is in an ideal world, but yeah, that might not exactly go that way. But we'll see. And a classic pause right away.
Classic pause right away. I like to look at some cosmetics here. Do you like how this Timbersaw looks?
Wait, let me have a look. Okay, Timbersaw. Show me that Timbersaw. Ooh. I mean, yeah, I like Timbersaw. I think Timbersaw doesn't have too many interesting cosmetics, to be perfectly honest. Like, wait, how do I get out of this? Ah! Oh, wait. I'm messing up. There we go. Sorry, I was messing with my own camera. You didn't see that on stream anyway, so it's fine. I don't know. I really like the cosmetics on the Shadow Demon, though. I think Shadow Demon is looking really good. Like, I think Shadow Demon has that really sick set with that head item that is just insane on him. And I think on the side of SG is Queen of Pain looks pretty good, but that's just mostly Arcana. I think Spirit Breaker looks really bad though. I don't like that face. Like, I don't know what it's supposed to be.
Damn.
It is like a weird wolf kind of. He just looks like he has a massive overbite. Like he has the most massive overbite. I don't know. It's not very charming. I'm not really a fan. But this Queen of Pain makes up for it though, I feel.
I'm just gonna say, The Spirit Breaker is also not a fan of you, Sparks. Damn.
Well, I mean, that might, I mean, you know what? You know what? That might be true. And I also have a little bit of an overbite, so it's like fair game, you know what I mean? It's very fair.
Now,
Um,
I'm gonna be disappointed here in one thing. The Wraith King doesn't have
uh-huh.
the new taunt.
Ye yeah, and he doesn't have the Arcana.
Yeah, the Arcana is... the new taunt where he's on his throne is so good. You have
Yeah,
to have that
absolutely.
taunt.
Absolutely. That is kind of upsetting. Absolutely upsetting. Um, all right, let's have a look. There's a smoke coming in on SG here. Let's see if they're gonna try and do something before
Okay,
the...
XY, his smoke does break, so the Shadow Demon... Yeah, he's gonna immediately find that D ward. As...
and
oh,
a Dark Willow kill
okay,
right
so...
away here.
First Ward Blood going the way of Radiant, and but the first Blood going the way of Dire. They found the Dark Willow.
30 seconds to battle.
Yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate for them, but obviously no man overboard yet. Very early as well, so Dark Willow's just gonna come back. She's just gonna come back, and it's gonna be fine.
And I'm actually...
Stupid.
We have seen this a little bit in Europe with Team Tickles, where they have run some tri-lanes. I wonder if they want to run a tri-lane against this Timber Saw, because like Snapfire plus Disruptor, those two heroes seem pretty good against Timber Saw. And now SG Sports, they're gonna get 4 bounty runes.
Oh,
They get First Blood and 4 bounty runes. That makes more than
wow.
up for the ward loss in the mid lane. KXY might not
Wow.
think so, but actually he
I
got
mean,
the
that is
second
a-
ward again.
that's a crazy advantage already. You know, like that is that's very very good. Let's see if they can keep up that momentum
Yeah.
and just kind of keep that going.
For me, the lane to watch out for here is in the bottom lane, this Shadow Demon. Going up against the Snapfire Spirit Breaker, what can Sexy Yogi do here is going to be the question for me. And at the same time, up top, it's also going to be the question, is Draken going to get his levels? If yes, he's going to have a good time. If no, he's sad. As he is going to get stunned up and gets his range kryptonite. Very sad.
Oh, this Dark Willow is actually taking a lot of damage here, but luckily has quite a bit of regen with her, so she is going to be fine. Yeah, what is Shadow Demon gonna do? I mean, I'm kind of assuming what Shadow Demons usually do, which is standing in the trees and spamming their Shadow Poison.
Yeah. Once they hit level 2, that is really gonna come in handy. And actually, neither the Spirit Breaker nor the Snapfire started with Stick. The Snapfire does have it in the Quick Buy now, but not something the
Interesting.
Stick is very interesting there. Also, the
This
Spirit
is-
Breaker going for double null.
Oh, that is an interesting one. But yeah, look, Shadow Demon doing his Shadow Demon things, chasing them out of the lane. Shadow Poison, Shadow Poison, Shadow Poison all the time. So Medusa can have a good lane there.
You sound like somebody who has experienced that a lot. You're not a Shadow Demon
yes.
player, are you not?
No, not quite, no.
It is a
but
lot
I
of
do
fun
have
to just press Shadow Poison on them. Trust me, it's a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
it's... I can imagine that. I just have extensive experience playing against Shadow Demons, and can say it's definitely one of the more annoying supports to play against.
Oh, in the mid lane, meanwhile, KXY putting a lot of harass onto RoboZ. RoboZ is getting his last hits, but he's taking so much damage, as we see now. Melee hero against the Queen of Pain, as I miss up top here. The
Yeah,
kill
Timber.
onto the Timber. That's very, very good there for SG Esports. Killing a Timber Saw early sets him behind very far. As at the same time, Heiko, what? He was just over
A
there.
lot of stuff going on right now. Spirit Breaker, meanwhile, going for this Medusa, chasing a little bit, doing some damage, immediately bashing, of course.
And
Cookie
then
coming
the
in
Cookie,
as well.
Burna has a mana shield to work with and still has a pretty big wand there. And the Shadow Poison now coming through. Just some juking around. And LTH, he is gonna have another Scatter Blast, but it's not gonna be enough damage. The charge coming through from Heiko. That's gonna be the fair fight, and they find the kill! Oh, Heiko making it happen with the Lantern.
A lot of Shadow Poison stacks though. Luckily, Shadow Poison is still level 1, so he should be perfectly fine as soon as he gets some levels in that spell. That's gonna be a little bit more dangerous for them. And Queen of Pain having a good time middle. But Mars not too far behind though. Only 3 last hits behind. That's actually really not too bad.
Yeah, it's gonna get rougher and rougher as the Shadow Strike is being leveled up. I'm not. Maybe he will leave it at level 2, as level 2 is already a ton of harass. And LTH did deny himself, and Wish also did deny himself to some neutral creeps there. Everybody committing Sudokus here.
Yeah, that's and Mars, oh my god, that Shadow Strike, that ticking damage is actually crazy.
If you're not a mid player and you want to play mid against a melee hero, pick Queen of Pain, get 2 poison in Shadow Strike, and then just click it on the enemy and see him suffer. It's very easy.
Yeah, that's seems to be happening here right now. 3 points in Shadow Strike right now, actually. 3 points Shadow Strike, 2 points in Scream of Pain, no blink yet. Just pure harass. I see that familiar little symbol appearing here above Mars. It seems like Spirit Breaker is gonna be wanting to charge. Not sure if he's gonna finish that charge though. We'll see.
They might go in here. They don't have a blink. That's gonna be the charge. No, Heiko is going to stop it as Robo-C. A little bit too deep there. He would have also still had the spear, of course, which is another way of dealing with Spirit Breaker.
Top lane, meanwhile, Wraith King took a lot of damage there. They really wanted to go for him, but he's already tanking up quite well.
Oh, they're gonna find the Dark Willow. It gets the Shadow Realm off. And there's gonna be the stun now. The Skellies are coming through with the crit. It's not gonna be enough damage. And they are gonna back off now as Draken has hit level 4. And with that is very, very tanky. It's gonna go onto Wish. And Rise is joining in here. But still needs to be so careful. Like, it's a really good Timber Saw game. I don't think they can really do much about this Timber anymore. As down bottom, they find the kill onto the Snapfire. I did not expect the Shadow Demon to do that well against the Snapfire Spirit Breaker, but Sexy Yogi just making it happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Just standing there spamming his Shadow Poison, just generally having a pretty good time there. So, looking decent for them. SG coming in with that early advantage. Does look like Balrogs is able to keep up, though. A decent amount right now.
Yeah. And now KXY, he is certainly pulling ahead. 18 denies in the mid lane. And they're gonna find the charge onto the Shadow Demon. Yeah, he dead.
He very dead.
If he gets caught out, it is rough. It is rough. It is a rough life. Yes. Now though, like, the good part here for Balrogs is Burna down in the bottom lane. He is having the absolute field day of a free lane. He is playing Path of Exile right now, just hitting the creeps. And now up top here, they brought in both supports. They're going on to the Wraith King here with the Soul Catcher. Rise is taking so much damage here. Has the stick. Another Shadow Poison doesn't even need it. Raises the fist and finishes him off. As KXY does make the rotation, trying to go onto Draken. There's a nice arena from Robo-Z, who's already ready. Going onto KXY. And he cannot finish off the Timber Saw, as he doesn't have mana for anything anymore.
No mana.
Oh no! There's the blink. He will be fine. Sexy Yogi, however, not gonna be fine. Wish is dominating Disruptor 7 minutes into this game. I've rarely seen that.
Yeah, that is actually kind of insane. This Disruptor just doing so incredibly well right now. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Burna still just having a good time. Not really interrupted too much. Is able to farm as much as she wants to.
What a nice rotation there by Robo-Z, ensuring that the Timber Saw doesn't die. And the first usage of that Sonic Wave only nets a support kill. As this Timber Saw, Draken is... he's actually suffering quite a bit. He's very low in net worth, only at 2k at 8 minutes. Very far behind right now. And it's gonna get gone on here by Wish, but they know now he has 3 points in the reactive armor. It's gonna get glimpsed back.
Oh.
Okay, he just timber saws away. There was an attempt on his life.
3 people gathered top now, though.
And the Dark Willow is a much easier kill than the Timber Saw. Has to be careful. Alexia. As a charge going mid. Heiko, is he gonna finish that charge? No. But he has the Nether Strike. Maybe Nether Strike from the trees. As they're still waiting for the Sonic Wave. As up top, still LTH.
Support versus support.
Yeah, support for support there.
Yeah, this Shadow Demon disrupted Snapfire there. Kind of hoping to kill her, but you know, he did, but not before she took out Dark Willow.
That's now. And there's gonna be the supports coming in mid to refill the bottle of the Mars. Blink away from KXY. And no opportunity there to set anything up. Wish now made the rotation. He already has level 6 on that disruptor, so Static Storm is available. We'll see if they can set something up with that.
Such a quick level 6 as well on this disruptor. Shadow Demon middle.
Oh, Shadow Demon is gonna get gone on.
Oh.
KXY though is gonna get rooted up. There's gonna be the Static Storm onto the Shadow Demon, and that is going to be Sexy Yoki. Still surviving, gets the disruption out, and now the arena from Robo-Z. He will die with the Sonic Wave, but not after they once again take a trade onto another support. They're gonna go onto Robo-Z. He gets a regen rune away, but will not be able to survive, and they will find 3 kills here on the side of SG Esports as Rise has made the rotation, and now they're looking for this mid tower.
That's 3 people down for 1 support.
Very good there.
Good trade, yeah, absolutely good trade for SG. Still having a very, very good game.
Now they're gonna go onto Burna. Burna, even there's gonna be the first stun with the Mortimer Kisses, but Mortimer Kisses interrupted by Sexy Yogi. Very well done there. And now the Radiant, they're trying to fight back. They don't have the arena. They're gonna get the spear onto LTH. LTH is going to die. Heavy rotations there from the Radiant, but they are gonna get the kill onto Snapfire, and they keep their Medusa alive. Heiko meanwhile just charging on away.
Yeah, that was a very, very smart move there. You really cannot afford to lose your Medusa so early in the game. So that was a little bit scared there for Medusa, but I didn't have to be. I did not have to be worried.
And at the same time, while all of that was happening, Draken did take this top tower. And so the map is going to be opening up more and more and more for Balrogs. As SG Esports, like, that's one thing about the Spirit Breaker. He doesn't really hit towers. That's like the one thing that the hero doesn't do. And so they really need that Wraith King to kill those towers. Rises. He does have an armlet. And we have here a smoke coming out actually from the Shadow Demon together with the Mars. Looking for KXY. He just TP'd on out though. Heiko might get gone on at the same time. Draken gonna get glimpsed back. Draken is dead.
Absolutely
At the same time, bottom, they're gonna go onto Heiko. It looks like we will be trading some offlaners here. And the courier. Courier lives matter, man. Why does everybody just let the couriers die?
Very, very sad. I see that this Spirit Breaker is gonna go for an Aghanim's as his first major item. So that's gonna be piercing some magic immunity there with this Charge of Darkness. So he's already anticipating the BKBs that will be incoming at some point.
As Sedexia finds the Snapfire there, is going to pay for it with his life. Once again, support trades and Wish. He's 5-1-4. I think he died right at the beginning of the laning stage, but since then he has just been hailing in the kills and assists.
Dominating. Absolutely dominating. My god. Alright, what is Medusa up to? What's she building? She is building a Manta. Classic.
Yes.
Absolute classic.
I wonder if she thought that the Queen of Pain will go for an Orchid. She is going to go for the Kaya. It's most like a Desange Kaya instead of the Orchid build. As now we have here Smoke, Wish, KXY, and LTH looking to make a kill happen. They would love to go on this Medusa. They're going to get the glimpse. There's going to be the cookie into the Mortimer Kisses. Is there going to be any interrupt? That's going to be the destruction save. Do they have enough to protect her afterwards? No, they do not. There's going to be the Sonic Wave, and they get the kill onto the Medusa. They get a follow-up kill onto the Shadow Demon, and they're looking for more. The charge coming through. What a spear there from Robo-Z, but now another glimpse from Wish. He's so high level, and they get Robo-Z as well. Huge gank there from SG Esports, and everybody from the team rotating in. They get the mid tower, and they get both, like, the two most important cores there.
He really thought he was getting out. You could tell, you know. You could tell that Mars thought that he was going to be getting out, but no, absolutely not. Spirit Breaker's on the enemy team, and he is going to get you. That's just how it is, you know? That's how it be.
It's also like, you get the vision from the charge, so Disruptor has such an easy time just glimpsing, and he has maxed out glimpse. Like, he had that maxed out glimpse for about, like, now 4 minutes. That is not something that we usually see, and SG Esports is making full use of it, of the levels on that Disruptor. Now, Radiant, they are aware. They use Sonic Wave, they use Mortimer Kisses, they use absolutely everything. Let's just take this mid tier 1 tower.
Yeah. That's a tier 1 mid for a tier 1 mid.
Overall, SG Esports looking pretty good, but Burna, he's still #1 in net worth. He is farmed, he's a Medusa, he's looking to make stuff happen. Sometime in the future.
At some point during this game. I see that Wraith King is definitely quite close to this Medusa though. Medusa's a little bit faster here, but Wraith King is definitely keeping up.
As we have another smoke on smoke action here, people cannot let go of that bad addiction here of just chain smoking. Styre gonna walk into their own jungle, but Radiant might just find the Spirit Breaker first. Can Heiko get the charge out? Smoke breaks, there's the status resistance. Is there going to be an arena? And Heiko has been caught. Net Strike not going to be available. And Heiko going to go for the charge here, but it's going to be slowed. And he is dead.
You can see he was doing that whole, you know, that little bit from The Simpsons where the grandpa just comes into the door and then puts his hat on the thing.
Yeah.
And then immediately grabs his hat and walks back out. That was Spirit Breaker. You know, he was walking out, he's like, oh no, immediate turnaround.
He sees the Mars like, nope, not going in that direction.
Yeah.
Rises. He might walk into his triangle at the wrong time. No, they scan it out. They scan it out. Rises. Spidey senses were tingling. Maybe he has just spiders in his skeleton that was tingling his bones. But Draken does find Rises. Just goes on up there. Hi there! And Draken, he is pretty tanky and strong right now. It's gonna get stunned up. However, there's gonna be the Static Storm. And Rises, he's dealing a lot of damage. He doesn't have to finish Deso yet, but it's still enough. At the same time, they will lose Heiko again. A trade off the offlaners here. Burna, can he get out? The charge coming through. There's gonna be this. Oh, that was during the Stone Gaze, and now Burna. That's gonna be a nice fear coming through, but the charge and Burna is just dead. Oh no. That was not the disruption you're looking for there. And SG Esports, like, you give them an inch, they're gonna take a mile with the lineup. They're gonna get another glimpse here onto Shadow Demon. And Draken and Robo2 are showing themselves here. There's gonna be another glimpse in 10 seconds. You gotta get out of vision. And now
it's looking like a bit of a massacre right now, to be honest, for Balrogs. You know, they're just absolutely getting stomped a little bit here by SG Esports. They're just getting so many good engagements and just getting so many good pickoffs. And this Medusa dying, while Wraith King lives. I mean, that is bad. That's bad. Not great for them.
Yeah, and the Wraith King now has the Desolator finished. So while the Medusa overall, like, the later the game goes, the stronger she's gonna get. This Wraith King is strong right now. Very, very strong. Burna, he has a Manta style and Dragonlance. Yeah, he's okay, but it's 1400 health. Wraith King laughs at 1400 health. He likes to take that health away from you. Now, Radiant, they're gonna look to make a move here. Robos, he has an Arcane Rune, but it's gonna get Static Stormed here. Gets the Arena, but instantly stunned and it's just dead. He's just dead. And now Draken gonna get the Timber Chain through, but what else can he really do here? LTH is gonna go down. Weesh gonna get gone on here by Draken. And Risen, damn, there was a Dark Willow there.
Crit. That crit is
And
just
now
insane.
they're gonna go onto Draken. He has a Timber Chain through. As there's gonna be the glimpse, and they're gonna find the kill.
Armlet toggle, so good on this Wraith King. Just about manages to live there with his armlet toggle.
And Sexy Yogi, hide. Hide, my dear boy. Hide.
Oh, that crit right in the face.
That was
Crazy.
It's just... Poor boy. The
Yeah.
poor boy.
Very, very sad. Wraith King hits so hard.
Balrogs has a Wraith King problem.
Yeah. Yeah, they absolutely do. This Wraith King is just clicking so hard. That crit just coming in, and he's just absolutely stomping you in the face when he shows up. They really have to be careful with that hero.
Yeah, and... Like, this is now for SGs, but like, they took that fight pretty much without the Queen of Pain. Who has a Kaya Sanj finished, and is looking for just a finished BKB. And they're gonna find the Dark Willow here again. Like, Dark Willow and... Oh,
And the
they found
Mars.
Robo. See, that's gonna be a save from Sexy Yogi, but that just...
Nope, not quite.
It's pretty much an Oracle false promise. It is very much a false promise. As now they're gonna find the glimpse onto the Timber Saw, and they're just falling left, right, and center here. I'm not sure. Should we call the UN? Should we like report this as like some genocide or so? Because Balrogs are just getting killed.
Yeah, this is definitely not very human rights friendly here, what's going on. I see that there's a 7k gold lead now for SG Esports. 26 kills on their side as opposed to the 11 kills on the side of Balrogs. Not looking good for Balrogs. They really have to start doing something here to stop them, because if they just let this happen like this still, they're just gonna lose. They're just gonna lose.
Yeah, and it really feels like right now on Balrogs, it is Medusa against the world. Robo Z, he has fallen behind so far. He didn't have a good lane, and he didn't really have... Like, he had a few good rotations, but most of them have not been all that successful, and now they're gonna lose this bottom tier 2 tower. So that means you're gonna lose outpost control, and...
There
yeah.
goes your jungle. Say goodbye to your jungle.
Burna. He's looking for the Skadi. Is the Skadi really gonna like, when is the time when this Medusa actually feels tanky enough to fight?
Not for a little while, but I think she will have to start, interfering at some point.
And it's gonna be a glimpse onto Robo. See the two supports already starting onto the Mars. Mars has an Essence Ring, is quite tanky with that. Draken turning around, but meanwhile in the backlines, KXY and Wraith King found the backlines. They found the supports. The supports have died. Burna got the TP out. But like, that's just a TP out. And now Balrogs. Oh no, Draken. It's gonna be... Oh, beautiful Nether Strike there right as he was Timber Chaining. And there's another strike there to get another kill.
Wraith King, meanwhile, ahead in net worth, as Medusa has died quite a few times. She's going to be trying to still farm up a little bit. Ooh, but Dark Willow gets caught out now.
Yeah.
Just managed to Shadow Realm in time, and another pause.
I love this itemization from the Spirit Break. You mentioned about the Aghanim Scepter, but at the moment, Radiant doesn't have the resources to build BKBs. So he went for his own BKB, just further cementing the power that that SG Esports has right now, and goes afterwards for the Aghanim Scepter, which might be around the time when that BKB for the Medusa comes in, and it's just gonna be Aghanim Scepter Spirit Breaker nullifies BKB. It's just, you get charged, you get Netherstruck, and then like 2/3 of your BKB is just over, and you're like, okay, I guess I won't do anything.
it's just really looking rough for Balrogs. I just wonder, I mean, how are they gonna get back into it? I mean, Medusa obviously has to start doing something. She still has to farm, though. I feel like SG is really hitting their timings. And if they keep this up, they're going to be able to end this relatively early, before Medusa even has a chance to farm up her items and get strong.
Yeah. And now Roche is going to be assaulted here by SG Esports. Are they going to give the Aegis to the Wraith King already, or do you think it's still going to give to the Queen of Pain?
I think I might go to Queen of Pain here, to be honest. But on the other hand, you never really know. But it looks like this Wraith King is not really dying anyway, so why would you then give him that?
Yeah.
On the other hand, actually, Queen of Pain isn't really dying either. Queen of Pain has actually died 0 times, and Wraith King has died once, so...
How dare he? I feel like Riot is like, that's feeding right there. That is feeding. LTH says, how dare you die 1 time?
Absolutely.
This...
I see that actually this Medusa has climbed up again in net worth chart, and she managed to secure her number 1.
Net worth is not his gold that he currently has is not being added because he was disconnected. So you see now he's above again.
I was gonna say, like, that's okay. I mean, she's close to him though.
She is closing, but the thing is, it is just her. Like, there's a Queen of Pain right behind the Wraith King.
True.
And I mean, like, if I know anything about this current meta, Queen of Pain is pretty good. They're gonna give it to the Wraith King. I feel like that for me means that SG Esports thinks they're gonna be able to potentially even go high ground with this Aegis. Yeah. As now Shadowblade finished by Ryzen, and he is looking. He wants to find a little kill there, but was spotted under a sentry, unfortunately. And is not gonna find anything there. Berna just farming up. He's gonna have the Scotty. That's good. Gonna get to Scotty. Good Scotty timing here still. 23 minutes. It's actually very farmed on this Medusa.
Yeah, surprisingly. So that's pretty damn good.
As we have now the smoke coming out here from the Radiant. Scotty finished on the Medusa. She is gonna get charged though.
Ooh, okay, manages to get out just in time.
XY, he didn't have any cancel for the TP, so he's just looking at it. Meanwhile, Rises is being spotted. He is all alone. Everybody TP'd away from him. He does have 2 lives. First life gonna be taken. Can he get out of this with a Blink Dagger? No, the Chakram is gonna stop it. That disruption is gonna make some strong illusions, but now the Mortimer Kiss is over the top. They're gonna find the Mars already. Now Rises is gonna have to use his Aegis, is going to die. Buyback from RoboZ. They want to find another fight against Rises. There's the arena with the spear, beautifully timed, and they get the kill onto Rises. This is the fight that Balrogs needs to get back into this game. Can they find something more? They will still find more backliners though, as the Spirit Breaker just able to charge onto them. They're gonna find LTH. That's another killer. KXY man fights here as the charge is coming through. Another buyback here from Balrogs. They're gonna lose Draken, and KXY just standing his ground here. He knows he has the blink out and is gonna be fine with that. Meanwhile, Heiko doesn't have a blink, unfortunately, and is going to die. Heavy paid for it by Balrogs, but they win the fight with 2 buybacks.
That was yeah, absolutely what they needed. You know, they needed to do something there. They needed to get something done. They needed to kill that Wraith King, and that they did, even with his Aegis. It was just so unfortunate what you said as well, that he was kind of left alone there. He was just kind of left to his own devices. The rest of his team TP'd away. He gets stuck in that situation. They managed to turn it around a little bit, though. I think that's quite impressive that they did manage to get a few return kills there, but it just wasn't enough.
And we talked about like how some heroes are very from. Look at Weish. He has a finished Agnum Scepter 25 minutes into the game. Without the Philostone. The Philostone is on the Snapfire.
That's yeah, that sure is something. That sure is absolutely something. That is wow. I mean, what is the Agnum Scepter? Oh, it's muting, right? Yeah.
And
that's very, very good against BKBs.
Yeah, like that Medusa BKB might just be completely nullified. Oh, they found Draken here. Nice layering there from LTH. And Sexy
Ooh, that
Yogi.
glimpse.
Oh, the glimpse. Another kill there.
Rises coming back from the dead, coming in strong there with the double kill. This time Medusa has actually gained up on this Wraith King. She's #1 net worth right now. And but yeah, I mean with the Disruptor Aghanims and then the Aghanims coming in soon for the Spirit Breaker as well. That's two things that are definitely gonna mess with that BKB of Medusa. So
And she actually,
which is not going for actually. Oh,
yeah,
she's not
she
going for it.
had the BKB queued up, but I believe she saw the Aghanim Scepter on the Disruptor and just changed it to a Butterfly, which I very much like because you can't really like. If you get caught by the Static Storm and you don't have your BKB, you're just dead. As now they're gonna find here the glimpse onto the Medusa. She got the the Stone Gaze off and is gonna get away from this. Rises another blink forward, gets the stun.
Blink.
Draken has arrived though. A nice chain through. There's another bash here onto the Medusa. Medusa taking so much damage. Burna just trying to stop them more than kisses, but not going to be able to. And they lose their hard carry, and now Radiant. What can you? What are you left to do here?
Get the hell out. I think that is what they.
Yeah.
That's the only option that they have at that point when their Medusa dies like that. You just gotta get out. Get out. Make sure you don't bleed any more kills. But I think that is exactly what they're going to be doing. Potentially, Spirit Breaker going here for this Timbersaw. But it's just a Spirit Breaker though. There's nobody else there to back him up. Not sure if he's going to be able to kill a Timbersaw by himself. Doesn't quite look like it. No Nether Strike either. So I think it was more like a way of telling that Timbersaw, like, hey, be careful, because I'm here as well. And if you don't, if you don't mind me, then you will die at some point.
Asserting dominance, very much so.
Absolutely.
Last tier 2 tower gonna be claimed here by SG Esports. They're gonna get the charge here onto Draken again. He has a Yule Scepter. Yule Scepter is such a good item against the Spirit Breaker. They're gonna fight the Nether Strike actually into the Static Storm. And now they're gonna throw everything onto this Timbersaw. Timbersaw still very much alive. Is going to die in the aftermath of that Static Storm. As now KXY misses the Sonic Wave there. And now the Stone Gaze coming in. Dire has to retreat. They found the kill onto the Timbersaw, but nothing further. But they saw the DD. Assume Rises is gonna make his way there. No, doesn't want a DD.
Oh, what is this Spirit Breaker charging? Is he charging one of them? Yeah, he's charging Mars, but no, he's not gonna. I was gonna say he's not gonna actually do that. That would be a little bit of a Sudoku mission there.
We now have a DD on the Queen of Pain, so this next fight, for if SG Esports can find one, this Queen of Pain, if she's unattended, can deal a lot of damage there. Now, Sapphire
what is happening? Oh, sorry. Sapphire has?
Sapphire has finished her own shard plus Blink Dagger, so that's now like very good initiation. Just like blink in, get the Scatter Blast, and then afterwards the Cookie follow up, which is just a ton of damage.
Oh, that's a knockback and extra damage. Nice.
Yeah.
Stun.
Oh,
It's just gonna be so
found
much
Robo
control.
There it was in full action. I didn't catch it on camera, but you can all imagine it. As oh no, oh no, Shadow Demon. Oh no.
Oh no, the boy.
My
Is he gonna
poor
die again?
boy.
Yes, he is. Kicked in
2
the
and
face
11.
by a Wraith King.
Let's compare the two
Ooh.
position 5s here. 8 and 1 on the Disruptor, 2 and 1 and 1 on the Shadow Demon. Like both have the 1, that's nice. One has a double for the deaths, but yes.
Yeah. Unfortunate. The Shadow Demon is not having the best game. He was doing quite well. You know, at the start of the game, the laning phase was just going quite well, and now, not so much.
Yeah, it's very much like SG Esports have just had the opportunities more to jump on the enemies. And like I feel like Disruptor and Shadow Demon both are relatively similar, that if they get jumped on, they might just die in an instant. But if you're the team that's ahead, you're most likely not gonna get jumped on. So that's nice for you.
Yeah, so being ahead with a team with a Spirit Breaker like that, with a Blink stun on Wraith King, with a Disruptor being able to glimpse them back, it's just all very, very good for them to snowball right now.
Yeah, and they're keeping Balrog's Esports confined in their base here. Now the smoke coming out. Radiant, they want to change the status quo. They see Rises in the bottom area. There's going to be the blink forward here by Rises. It's going to get speared though. That's going to be his first life gone. He does die very quickly against his Medusa. That's going to be the Stone Gates coming through from Burna. Rises trying to fight against other heroes, but the disruption making it hard there. And Burna is going to be controlled by Heiko. Meanwhile, there's going to be the Static Storm coming out. They find the kill onto the Dark Willow as they found the Draken in the backline as well. And Burna now has to back off as he has lost 3 of his teammates. And oh, the Queen of Pain. She's still looking for more. There's going to be the Scatterblast into the Cookie. And they're looking to go onto Burna still standing strong though. It's just going to kill off LTH. And KXY also has to back off.
I thought that they had a good target there, but Medusa is definitely clicking pretty hard right now.
Yeah, I mean, yes, it is a 20,000 net worth lead, but SG Esports, they can't really finish off this Medusa.
Absolutely. Looking at the net worth though, this Wraith King has still secured that top 1 position here on the net worth chart. Medusa's still doing fine though, it seems. Like Medusa, you know, she is still doing alright. Still not too bad. They still have a shot at this game, I feel. They just really gotta make sure she doesn't get caught out.
The Divine Rapier queued up. Which, I feel like there might be a point where with the Divine Rapier, if you're not 100 to 0 stun lock her, which is very difficult against like a Medusa in general and the Disruption, and the Terrorize from the Dark Willow. We now have the Butterfly finished. Also bought the Demon's Edge. This might become pretty scary for SG Esports. Like their timing might be running out. Like as you mentioned, the Medusa, she gets more bang for her buck. Like you might have a little bit less net worth than the Wraith King, but we saw how fast the Wraith King did die. He's gonna go find the Mars here. There's gonna be the Nether Strike. Burna now arrives though. And it's going to get disarmed by Heiko. That's one way of dealing with her. But they're still looking to go on to Rises here. Rises is going to get clicked by Burna. They're going to put her into the cage. Another charge coming through. They found Draken. They want to deal with everybody but the Medusa right now. And they're going to be able to do exactly that. Burna now standing in the midst of it all. Still has the Stone Gaze. Now it is 1v5. A true 1v5 here by the Medusa. Cannot get the Stone Gaze off. And that means she will die.
That is a free Roshan now, it looks like, at least for SG Esports.
And most likely a set of frags as the Medusa doesn't have buyback for a minute. They do not know that, but they saw the Demon Edge in her inventory and could assume that. And that is where exactly, like, if she is alone versus 5, it can become rough. As we've seen there. Now also have the shard on the Disruptor, so now the Thunder Striker can be put onto Rises, so he's a fast boy.
Oh, I love that shard actually. I love that shard. I think it's so good. It's such a good support thing. I was gonna say support, yeah, I guess support item, support ability, really.
They're gonna go onto Robo. See here, it's gonna be the Nether Strike coming onto the Mars, into the Scatter Blast. It's gonna be a save from Sexy Yogi. Rises, meanwhile though, he's gonna jump straight onto that Shadow Demon, and Shadow Demon is going to die. They used the BKB for this, but pretty much just securing themselves the racks here. They're gonna look to go onto Draken as well. Draken going to die here, has a Yule Scepter. The charge perfectly timed by Heiko. And SG Esports, they might be completely out of the Bitsler Cup in terms of playoffs. Balrogs are not. But that doesn't mean SG Esports is not bringing the fire here.
Absolutely. They're just not, you know, they're just not letting it happen. They're not letting themselves get dominated here by Balrogs. It started to look a little bit dangerous a little bit earlier, you know, with them maybe not hitting their timing. Because Balrogs, you know, the longer the game goes, the higher the chances are for Balrogs. But it does look like they are in a state right now where they might be able to finish this game quite quickly. Age is still up for at least 3.5 minutes now on this Wraith King as well. Timbersaw dead. Looking good.
Yeah, 2 full sets of racks there for SGs with a 38,000 net worth lead. Like, LTH has overtaken the Mars and the Timbersaw. The Disruptor has overtaken the Mars.
That is crazy. 38,000, by the way. I only just saw that when you said it.
Yeah.
That is insane. That is such a high net worth advantage. Like, oh my god. And then the Mars with the 9k-ish, and then the Disruptor above that with 11.7k. Oh my. That's
going to be a jump in here by KXY, looking to go into Burna. Mortimer Kisses coming on through. It's not going to be enough, but the Static Storm going to be there. It's going to try to go onto Medusa. Medusa out of mana now, couldn't get anything off there. The Sonic Wave is going to finish her off. That is a nice arena there, but who is stuck with whom here? As that's going to be the buyback from the Medusa. KXY just in the enemy fountain, gets a dieback on the Dark Willow. They're gonna find the kill onto the Disruptor, but we have Godlike on Rises. They're gonna find Robo, see another stun here, and it is Burna all by himself, all alone.
GG called, and an immediate disconnect by this Medusa. Immediately just done. Absolutely done with it. Understandably so.
Oof, SG Esports. I thought the Timbersaw pick was so good, but this Wraith King plus Disruptor, like, I feel like this Disruptor made so many plays early on with those high levels of Glimpse where Disruptor, if he gets a little bit behind in terms of levels, you can really struggle to find your impact. But Reach 8, 2, and 33.
Oh my gosh.
He had the highest kill participation on his team.
Oh my, yeah, this Disruptor was just playing so incredibly well. It's great to see, honestly, when a support pops off like that. Just doing exactly the right things at exactly the right moments. Absolutely making sure that his team dominates that early game and just finishes the game before Medusa has even a chance of doing anything. You know, Medusa was strong at some point, but it just wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough.
Yeah, it just wasn't enough in the... I feel like it's showing once again at the one very hardcore versus 2 or 3 semi-cores that SG Esports had. You really need to be so far ahead as that one core to stand a chance against the semi-cores. But we will see, can Balrogs make it happen in game number 2? I would love to see Robo C on a mid lane matchup where he doesn't get dumpstered. That's for me the big thing. Like, I feel like Robo C did not have any chance in this game to really show his abilities and skills as a player there, and we'll see if they can make it happen in game number 2 after a short break.
Okay.
Hello and welcome back here to game number 2 between SG Esports on the Radiant side versus Balrogs Esports on the Dire. And SG Esports, they might be out of this cup in terms of making it to the playoffs, but they're still here to bringing in heat. I'm aponzeus, with me here is Sparks. What did you like about that game 1?
I mean, it was kind of a crazy stomp at some point by SG. Balrog's Esport, we thought they had the better draft. At least I thought they had the better draft. I think you thought as well. But SG just played really well to their timings and just absolutely wiped the floor with Balrog's Esport. So Balrogs really has to bring their A game right now to take this second game from them.
Absolutely. This is, of course, the best of 2, so a tie is possible. And let's head straight into the draft here, as this time it will be Balrogs who will have the Queen of Pain. So potentially we might see the SG Esports being forced into a mid laner that they not quite like as much. But no, they're immediately gonna go for the Conquer, which I assume is going to be for, if this is gonna be Queen of Pain mid, we can put the Conquer mid against it, which is like just a farm trade, but you are pretty okay, as both sides have like very heavy harass with the Tidebringer or the Shadow Strike.
Absolutely, Tidebringer, love that spell. That's some great splash damage coming in from the Kunkka. I love to see him mid now, position 1 nowadays. I just really like to see him picked up there. Think he's a very strong safe laner right now. Obviously, Snapfire, good support. We saw Snapfire just now as well, just generally very, very strong. And a Tusk picked up on Balrog's Esport. What do you think about that?
I mean, Tusk is going to allow some save potential. It has made a little bit more the rounds ever since China started playing the Tusk a lot as a position 5 and or 4. It's just like the saving potential is really nice. The lane is very strong. It allows, like, suddenly the enemy needs to be aware if you could pick up something like a Pangolier, and the Pangolier Tusk just like destroys nearly any lane because tag team plus Swashbuck is so much damage. Yeah.
Yeah, it bless you. It seems like Balrog's Esport was not very charmed by the Wraith King, and definitely wanna get him the hell out of this game. On the other side, SG just wasn't very happy having to deal with a spirit. No, actually, that was their side. Never mind.
Yeah. I mean, they wouldn't be very happy having to deal with an enemy Spirit Breaker. I know that for sure. Also gonna ban out the Sven here once again. Not the most common of carry picks, but SG Esports has played it quite a bit, and I assume there must also be some scrim knowledge about that, of course, as they did ban out the Razor, who is considered a pretty good matchup against Sven. If you can keep that static link on him.
Absolutely. Just quite curious to see what they're going to be picking up here. See if there's maybe some picks coming up that are a little bit off meta. But I'm kind of expecting them to go for these, kind of expected picks. Yeah, I'm. Abba ban actually. Okay, that is an interesting one.
Now, what that's... I feel like Abaddon as a hero is it's all about like the saving potential as a position 5. It is very, very rarely a position 1, which I have seen mostly be successful against techies, because the hero is just so good against techies. With the borrowed time, the shield, you can play it as position 1, go Radiance, and then just like take the mines wherever you find them.
Wait, you think they might pick up techies?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, I was really worried.
That was just like where I'm not sure why you ban out the Aban. I guess like they're scared that they don't have enough lockdown. It might be that they're looking for something like maybe an Magnus, which is like usually pretty countered by Aban, as he can like just borrow time himself and then shield somebody who is also in the RP. But I feel like that's a really odd ban there. So we'll have to see maybe some scrim knowledge there.
Yeah, maybe some big brain move here. Maybe we're just kind of not realizing something.
I mean, there, that makes a lot of sense if you want to go for a Bane. Like, Aphotic Shield just gets rid of that Fiend's Grip immediately, and you don't have to be in range to, like, in range of the Bane itself. You only have to be in range of your ally hero, which makes it such an easy counter against Bane. So that maybe makes sense there. You can also, I mean, like, I feel like Bane and Ban is like they both are very good against each other, because if you are if you live on borrowed time, Bane just nightmares you. At the same time, if you get gripped or nightmared, you can always just borrow time to get rid of it. So it just goes both ways. And Balrogs, they're gonna go for a different sort of the cancel. They go for the global silence in form of the silencer against the Bane.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. I think that's pretty good cancel versus a Bane. I think quite funny yesterday in the Bitsler Cup match, the last one, they had a Bane as well. Can't remember which of the two teams it was actually. There was a Bane in the game, and he was just popping off so hard. At some point, he got a BKB, and then he just, good luck, you know, good luck with that. Good luck canceling that Fiend's Grip. That was absolutely insane to watch. That Bane was just dominating the game. Not gonna say that's gonna happen, because obviously BKB is not an item that is usually easily attainable for a support, but who knows?
Yeah, especially not Bane, as he suffers quite a bit in forms of farming. And now the Night Stalker here. Okay. I mean, it's very good against the Queen of Pain. If you get on top of her with the silence, he's gonna have a tough time.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, I'm kind of assuming he's gonna be wanting to go maybe something like a Blink, be able to really get in that team. On top of Silencer, on top of Death Prophet, on top of Queen of Pain, you know, and exactly with Queen of Pain, she won't be able to Blink if she doesn't have a BKB yet, so if you just jump on her with your Silence, she's just gonna be at your mercy. What about Death Prophet, though? Is that an offlane Death Prophet, you think?
I mean, it's keeping it ambiguous. You could have an offlane Death Prophet and a mid Queen of Pain. You could have an offlane Queen of Pain with a mid Death Prophet, or you could have a position 1 Queen of Pain and Death Prophet in either lane. I think, like, if it's a mid Death Prophet, it's pretty good against Conquer. The Spirit Siphon pretty much negates any Tidebringer harass. But I think it's more about that the Balrogs, they want to have some pushing power, because Tusk and Silencer as a support duo does not offer anything against objectives, and the Death Prophet fits in very nicely there.
Yeah.
As well as just another tanky hero. I felt like in the previous game a little bit their downfall was that, like, their support duo as well as like the Mars, like Mars usually is a little bit tankier, but he fell behind so far. He wasn't tanky at all, and they just kept dying over and over and over.
Yeah, that does make sense. It's kind of looking a little bit like both teams need to pick up their safe laner, potentially. But to be honest, it could also go mid, because like Kunkka could go safe lane as well.
Yeah. Or the Queen of Pain could go safe lane. So we have all of the possibilities there, and we'll have to see.
I think it's safe laners, probably. I'm thinking safe laners, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Bloodseeker ban though, TA ban there as well. Obviously, TA is a good ban regarding safe lane as well as mid.
Yeah.
Still keeping everything kind of open there.
Those are two interesting bans there from Balrogs. So they ban out the Bloodseeker, which usually means they might want to go for something like Pangolier or Slark or Weaver, but Weaver of course has been banned out because that hero is far too strong. But if they were to go for a Pangolier, why would you ban out PL? Since like Pangolier is very, very good against PL. Very interesting bans there from Balrogs.
Yeah, that's really excited to see what they're gonna bring here regarding their final pick. Curious about the final ban as well. Don't really have quite a good grasp. Terrorblade ban, actually. Okay, that does make sense.
That makes sense
Terrorblade
with the PL ban. PL usually is considered good against Terrorblade. But now, what's gonna be the pick here for Balrogs? Which carry hero, or what hero would you like to see?
That is a very, very difficult question, to be perfectly honest. Rating has been banned out. Faces Void, Sven, Terrorblade, Razor, CK. Okay. You know, a little bit Terrorblade-y with his illusions. That's the only thing, but still. Yeah, what do you think about CK here?
Very brawly kind of pick. Like, very different from the Medusa in the previous game. I think this time it will very much Balrogs trying to up the tempo as well. So not going for like a one hard carry there.
A Luna.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I like the synergy with Night Stalker there. It's only a small little bit of synergy, but I always love to see that, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, Luna is going to be able to farm very, very quickly. Going to be pretty good against the CK as well, I'm kind of assuming there with the glaives, just bouncing between the illusions coming in. Yeah, generally speaking, I think both lineups are very interesting. Kind of thinking that SG has the better lineup though, but that is just my personal opinion on this one. I wonder what you think.
For me, I think it very much comes down to how this mid lane is going to go. It's going to be the Queen of Pain versus the Kunkka, which I feel like can be very skill-based. Both teams going for a similar type of strategy, which is going to be exciting as we're going to see them clash pretty much like around the same power spikes. And it might just come down to like very, very small mistakes, such as maybe forcing a fight 100 gold before the enemy Luna has the BKB, or vice versa before the Chaos Knight has his BKB. So it's gonna be very, very timing focused here in this game. And whoever comes out of the lanes even slightly ahead, like they can run away with that very easily. Both sides have the potential to just snowball small advantages into bigger ones. Just from how they played, I would say SG Esports looks a little bit smoother from game number 1. Just looked a little bit more on the same page, everything. But we'll have to see here. We'll have to see. It's game number 2 coming on the way.
I gotta say, I don't really like that Night Stalker look. I think Night Stalker does have a few good cosmetics nowadays, and that's definitely not one of them. So I gotta say, I'm just severely disappointed by that. That's gonna color my view here of SG Esports. Gonna push me a little bit more into the Balrog Esports side, because come on, you know, Night Stalker can look so good, and you make him look like that. Disappointing, honestly disappointing.
Oh yeah, again. Man, you really mean against. Once again, it's Heiko. Like Heiko really doesn't spark your fancies there with his cosmetic style.
No, it's just kind of bad. And Night Stalker is my hero. You know, Night Stalker and Axe are my 2 heroes. So, you know, it's always really fun to see them dressed nicely. And when they're dressed not nicely, I get disappointed. Look at that. What's happening here?
LTH did break the smoke here, but it's gonna get caught out here. They could go for the shard block, but no, it's gonna go for the tag team slow. The turnaround with the scatter blast. KXY has the Tidebringer hit. Everybody saw each other, and everybody gonna back away.
A little bit of a game of chicken there.
And it is going to be Dire who has a much better vision around the Night Stalker, as well as around the Luna, and the Night Stalker with the night vision, of course.
Chaos Knight doing a tour around the Rouge Pit.
I just want to make sure everything okay over here. Seems to be. He has level 1 stun and might be looking to making engagement here around this bounty rune, but no, Heiko gonna back off. And it will be a 2-for-2 bounty rune exchange this time. So SG Esports, who got all 4 bounty runes at minute 0 in the previous game, this time only getting 2. Very
And
sad.
the pause. And the pause coming in, that classic pause, which has so far happened every single game I've casted this Bitsler Cup. There has not been a single game that didn't have a pause before 5 minutes. I don't know what's going on, but it just seems like a little bit of tradition, you know? A little bit of a good luck charm, maybe? A little bit of a
Yeah,
pause
the
coming.
servers in South America are just sometimes a little bit unstable, and everybody you always want to make sure that the competition is against each other and not against the system. Like you don't just want to lose because you have like 10% packet loss throughout the entire game.
Yeah.
That would just like
I mean, it is understandable, but it's just become a theme at this point. All these
Yeah.
pauses always. Oh my.
Now, so what are these lanes going to be like? Night Stalker, he's your hero. How do you feel about your hero being played here together with the Snapfire against a Silencer Chaos Knight? Would you like to play that lane?
Ooh, Silencer's definitely a bit annoying to play with. I think Chaos Knight isn't that scary at the start, at least. So I think in a laning phase, Chaos Knight might not be too scary. I say that now. Okay, I was gonna say like the Snapfire might be in trouble. I do like the Snapfire Night Stalker combination here. You know, a little bit of a slow going on as well as a potential stun if that is well timed, obviously from this Snapfire. I think generally Snapfire Night Stalker is a strong lane. I think they can definitely handle this Silencer CK lane, but hopefully they should get a few kills on the Silencer. I think that's gonna be very, very good for them to make sure that the CK doesn't just keep farming out of control.
Okay. As you see here, another stun onto the Snapfire together with the Glaives of Wisdom here, just putting in the damage onto LTH. But now Heiko just clicks onto Burna to do a lot of damage back onto that Chaos. I'm actually very surprised he went for level 1 Glaives of Wisdom on the Silencer.
That is interesting, yeah. Stealing that that intelligence there from this lane. Yeah, I don't know. I think what is super maybe irrelevant, doesn't really matter. You know, everyone's just got to deal with it. What I think is quite fun about Night Stalker is that you have to hit specific timings, and I think that's what makes Night Stalker sometimes not a strong hero, but also a very interesting hero. You know, and especially love that moment when 5 minutes hits. And you just gotta go. You know, you just gotta run into the enemies. You just gotta make sure you get some levels, you get some gold before that moment. So at 5 minutes into the game, you are ready to just go for it and run at your laning opponents.
Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, we're gonna have the Death Prophet plus the Tusk versus a Bane Luna. What do you feel about that matchup here?
I mean, Tusk is definitely a very tough opponent to deal with in any case. You know, it's one of those heroes that's just gonna kind of hang around. He's gonna be able to stun you. He's gonna be able to lock you in place and just tag team you. I don't know. I think. No, I'm really not sure. I was kind of thinking like which one of these two lanes is gonna be better. I think at the end of the day, obviously, it also is gonna, you know, depend on the players playing them. It's gonna depend on the moves that they're gonna make. But I think both lanes are quite strong here. But they just gotta watch out for this Tusk. I think Tusk is definitely a hero that you gotta watch out for a little bit. He can just go on you so quickly and get a lot of that harass in.
Yeah, I feel like in general, all 3 of these lanes are very, very, like, both sides looking to just brawl. As we see here, Rises together with Weech trying to put some harass onto that Tusk. Meanwhile, the mid lane is going pretty even so far. As, yeah, like, double Bracer on the Conquer. He is very, very tanky and just puts the Tidebringer to work against that Queen of Pain. At the same time, up top, though, LTH gonna get hit by that stun. And with the Arcane Curse...
Oh, just about manages to live here.
Oh,
the Silencer? Oh, I was gonna say, the Silencer looks like he wants blood, but decides to just back off. He's not gonna be able to get her there. Snapfire going middle, gonna help out his buddy Kunkka here, because Kunkka's in a lot of trouble.
Yeah,
Is she
Robo
gonna be
C
able to?
putting the harass onto KXY. What happened in the previous game to him is going to happen to KXY right now. Nice juking there from the Conker, but it is not going to be enough. And couldn't get the deny on LTH. First blood
Really
for the Queen
tried.
of Pain. And now they're looking to go onto LTH as well. Do they have enough damage?
Oh, oh,
It is
close but
fine.
not quite. Close but not quite.
Close but no cigar.
Top
And
lane, CK.
I really feel like that is Robo C is like, yeah, this is what you did to me in the previous game. I'll do it to you now. Weesh, gonna get gone on here with the Spirit Siphon and the Shard, but a nice Nightmare onto the Death Prophet is gonna keep her in check. Actually gonna goes for another Spirit Siphon here. And not gonna be enough damage though. Meanwhile,
5 minutes.
up top.
Nice
Oh.
sucker dead.
5-minute hits and yeah, it's you gotta
he
run,
dies.
run because you're gonna die.
A little bit awkward. Just stuck there. Snapfire obviously wasn't around. And Night Stalker alone versus CK Silencer is not a good time.
No. Yeah, I mean, this Chaos Knight has been doing actually very well. 32 and 10 denies. As down bottom, they're gonna get the kill onto the Tusk here. Weesh getting
this
a little bit
Bane?
low. Brocken, he wants to get that kill. There it is.
Oh,
He just stepped on forward.
Night Stalker is maybe not at the point where he wants to be now at the 5 minutes. He's gonna get pulled in by the CK. Silences though. CK's not so scared. Not so scared at all.
Same time here. Silencer did make some stacks in his own jungle. Heiko is coming. Ooh, nice little juke there by the Silencer and
Radiant's top tower is
survives with that. Now, there's gonna be the Silencer into the mid lane. They're trying to go into KXY. We have level 7 on Robo C. Does not commit the Sonic Wave though. As
So
the
much
run
damage
buff
over
is
time there. That oh my god, that Silencer spells and then also the Queen of Pain Q is just that is so much damage over time. Like that is so annoying to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, the Conker is definitely having a better time than the Mars, but it is still like, it's just so annoying. You get hit by it time and again. You have to be a little bit careful here against the neutrals. It's gonna X marks the spot. Meanwhile, bottom, Silencer making the rotations. It's not really the roaming support you usually expect, but they're gonna go on to Weesh, and he is going to die. A nice Lucent Beam there, and Heiko now making the rotation. But there's Nexusism used by the Death Prophet. Going on to the Night Stalker. Night Stalker very fast though, gonna be able to run away.
Is he though?
Oh, he's gonna get
of
found by
Pain.
Robo Z. Heiko cannot hide from the Queen of Pain and is going to die.
Ult has been popped here by Death Prophet. She's not really doing a lot with it though. Ideally, obviously, you really want to start pushing towers really hard every time you pop your Exorcism. But they got stopped in their tracks by SG there, blocking their attempt to do that. This Luna though might be in
Rises.
trouble.
Nice dukes around the tree there. There's gonna be a nice shard by the Tusk and Rises. He's gonna be stuck in the corner. They bring in LTH. And it's gonna be the Nightmare swapped over, but that just means that the Tusk is going to die. Now, Sexy Yoki and Drak is still pulling in the harass here though. And it's like Rises doesn't have a good time while Burna has a very good time here. And he is like just all alone up top on the CK. We saw what he was able to do on the Medusa. This time he's gonna be on a hero that is gonna come online much, much earlier.
Yeah, it's definitely looking a little bit more in Balrog's favor this game too. Quite curious to see if they're going to be able to keep that advantage here against SG. Obviously, SG is definitely a force to be reckoned with here. But can I just talk about those ice shards? That was really well played from that Tusk. Just exactly the right angle between those trees. You know, a little bit of skill, a little bit of luck, I'm kind of assuming here, but I did love to see that. Too bad for Luna though.
Too bad for the Luna.
Another pause. I think there was a reconnect now, and go has been set here by Kunkka. They can continue this game here. Kunkka at the top of the leaderboard here right now with 3.6-ish gold.
Actually, the exact
and
same
Queen of
net
Pain
worth
as
as the
well.
Queen of Pain right now.
Yeah. Ooh,
Uh,
and the CK. And the Death Prophet. They're all around the same net worth here, and Luna is definitely quite a bit behind, actually.
Yeah, and now Draken just gonna right-click this tower here with the help of the silencer. The fact that the CK is just able to play up top without any fear. Oh, he's gonna go on to Heiko. Not enough damage to finish him off. This means that like the supports are free to do whatever they want, which right now means they're going on to Rises, who has been found in the jungle. Another nice shard there with the Sonic Wave over the top. And a double kill for Sexy Yogi. He saw the performance of Wish in the previous game as a position 5 and said, hey, how about I do that myself?
How about I do that? Absolutely. That's really, really bad for SG right now. That kill on Luna, you know, that's 2 deaths on her, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a back-to-back
2 deaths
deaths
already.
Which means no TP when she comes up. As well as like just like so much less farming time.
TP up in 5 seconds for her now. Yeah, it's a little bit of an uncomfortable walk of shame there. Going right into jungle. She knows that bottom is lost by now. And she just needs to get her farming up in the jungle there and try and stay a little bit more safe.
Oh, they
Which
found
he
the
tried to do
Queen of
earlier,
Pain
but-
though with the Nightmare into the ship. That was a nicely set up there by Wish. He says, I'm looking to continue my performance from the previous game. And now, oh, Sexy Yogi is gonna be caught here.
Ooh, that was a cancelled Fiend script.
Oh no, that's not good in Draken. He's running in here with the Exorcism running, going on to Wish. That Bane gonna get taken out. Sexy Yogi gonna get taken out by KXY at the same time. Now, Dark Ascension gonna be used by the Night Stalker. Can they get anything more out of this? They're gonna find the Tusk. Tusk has a snowball and Mortimer Kiss is coming through from LTH, but the snowball is gonna be enough and they're gonna get these kills. And this Dark Ascension not amounting to much there on Heiko.
Yeah, this CK is joining fights now and doing that quite well.
Oh, KXY gonna be gone on, but has
And
the TP out.
Gone on and absolutely gone. Luna still farming, while CK already is able to join fights, which is definitely a big advantage here for Balrogs. He's been able to farm quite freely, really, until this moment, and he's strong enough now to deal some crit damage in fights.
There's gonna be the boat coming in. They wanna go straight onto Burner. Can they burst him down before he gets anything off? They can. Couldn't get the armlet toggle to save his life there. And they will find a counter kill onto the Tusk as well. So Dire, a little bit overzealous there. They're gonna get another X marks the spot onto the silencer, into the torrent. That's another kill.
Ooh, 3
SG
kills, that is
Esports
a lot.
reports back.
Destruction is against attack. Dire's top tower is under
It's
attack.
really not letting that happen, huh?
I'm surprised they took that fight. I'm surprised how easy it was for them. But that's the prowess there of the Conqueror. He is so strong right now. It's gonna get gone on, but we see he's so tanky. That is 3 heroes wailing on him. He's gonna be stunned up. He is going to die in the end, but like 3 heroes, 2 of them being the most farmed on the Dire side, wailing, and they needed a little while to actually get through that Conquer. Now, this does mean this tier 1 tower is forfeit, which that's a big swing there. Like the defense there from SG Esports was good, but I felt it's a little bit nullified by him dying there, just overstaying his welcome.
Jumps in right there.
Tumbler's Toy is such a fun little item.
Yeah, she just jumped in just to be like, hey, I see your TP, but she couldn't quite cancel it, so. Kunkka, bottom here. Tusk and Death Prophet quite close in the neighborhood. Kunkka is aware though. He's playing it very, very safe right now, which is definitely the good thing to do.
Meanwhile, Rises has been just like mode jungle, mode farming, has the Mask of Madness finished.
Silencer is
Is in danger.
has a Veil of Discord. What's he gonna go for next? Actually, doesn't have any boots yet, so I'm kind of assuming he's
Yeah,
looks like he wants to go for
might want
Tranquils.
some boots. Maybe. We've seen sometimes threads, sometimes tranquils. That's gonna be the snowball onto LTH together with the exorcism from Draken. They find the first kill there, but KXY is just gonna be out of there. So that's an exorcism used here by Draken. Can they get anything more out of it for Balrogs?
Another another pause coming in. They need a second, they said. They're just gonna fix some of their issues. Let's have a look at Kunkka. Kunkka's gonna go for this really quick BKB straight away, which I think is definitely a very, very good idea there, with all the magic damage and all the control coming in from the side of Balrogs. Let's look at Death Prophet going for that Yules, for the extra little bit of catch, while Tusk is gonna go for a Blink Dagger. To really, you know, go for that full in-your-face kind of gameplay there. Looking at Night Stalker, seems like he's gonna go drums. Am I correct on that one?
Echo Saber.
No, I'm not correct on that one. He's gonna go for Echo Saber, which is what I said in the first place. He's gonna go for that, and let's have a look at Luna. What is she gonna go next? Gonna go for that Dragon Lance. She has a Mask of Madness already. It's definitely going for that huge farming build, not leveled Eclipse either, because she is not planning on joining fights anytime soon. She really just wants to get her farm up as much as possible.
Yeah, we see here smoke from Balrogs, but what can they find with this exorcism is gonna be the question now. Draken, like that exorcism, yeah, they got a kill onto the Snapfire, but that's just a kill onto the Snapfire. They might find KXY here. Nice shards here by Zedexia, as they find the kill here onto the Kunkka. Global Silence not going to be good enough. And now also finding Night Stalker. There's going to be a Fiend Script with the Mortimer Kisses over the top, but it's going to be cancelled. They find the kill here. Double kill for LTH onto Draken and Zedexia, but in the end it's a 4-4-2 and Dire, they just mode full run at them.
Absolutely. This Luna's the only one alive right now, and she really doesn't want to get into that. She did pop her Eclipse. There's 2 people dead, but yeah, a little bit unfortunate looking now. Night Stalker's already up again, though. Bane is already up. The cooldowns, the timers are very, very low. So nothing has been lost yet in that regard, but yeah, she really really has to step it up a little bit, it seems.
Yeah. And Chaos Knight also looking for his own Echo Saber. Is gonna have that finished very soon. So now it's gonna be for the Radiant. Right now, their problem is that there's still a mid tier 1 tower standing. They have a catapult working on it, but no other heroes, which means that this catapult is going to be falling very quickly. Oh, Burna. Walks into the enemy here, finds a stun into the Reality Rift, cookie away. And Heiko will
Reality
be able
Rift's
to get
almost
out.
up, though.
Oh, there's another
Ooh.
Reality Rift. Heiko, he's running so fast. And he gets out. If he had that Echo Saber there, it was on the courier, I believe he might have just killed that Night Stalker in that second Reality Rift.
Yeah. Just that quick 2 auto attacks coming in might have done it there. Pushing in bottom lane here on the side of Balrogs, getting some pressure, taking over that complete enemy jungle there, making sure the enemy cannot do anything there. And looks like that is going to be their next objective here. Exorcism is up, so they do have a lot of tower push here, but do they want to engage on that? They do. Yeah, absolutely they do.
So Draken gonna make short work of the tower with the exorcism. Is there gonna be any response from the Radiant? LTH already in position. We saw the Mortimer Kisses. The Mortimer Kisses can deal a ton of damage. Oh no, LTH has been found. There's gonna be a Fiend Script onto the Silencer, but it's gonna be cancelled by the silence of Draken, and they're gonna find LTH. LTH is gonna buy back here. They wanna continue this fight, looking to go onto the Tusk, but Oh, at the same time here, they found Heiko. This is a pretty disaster here for Radiant. They bought back on the Snapfire, they used Fiend Script, and they still lose their Night Stalker. Have the BKB on the Conquer, that's gonna be the nightmare. They still want to go in on this, but Tusk already in the midst of it all. They're going to go onto Wish. There's gonna be the Sonic Wave hitting onto 2. They find the kill onto the Bane, looking for LTH. Next LTH gonna to go down as well. And Burner still standing strong. KXY has a BKB, but where are you running to? You're running into your death. Rise is coming in with the Eclipse, but the save from the Snowball. Nobody dies on the side of the Dire. And Draken, he's still looking healthy, still looking good, has the Spirit Vessel as Burner. This is a disaster right here. SG Esports just don't have any damage right now.
That's, yeah, that's a kind of a little bit of a free tower there. No kills on the side of Balrogs. A lot of them so low, though. You know, a lot of them were so incredibly low. Just needed a little bit more of a click to die there, but there was nobody around to do that. Meanwhile, Luna, though, Luna's still going alright, still farming. The CK is definitely a lot higher net worth right now, a little bit more than 1.2k more than Luna. But she is still going strong, she's still farming, which is exactly what she should be doing. So she might still be able to pull this off.
Yeah, I mean, this tier 2 tower being gone means the outpost control is now more in favor of Balrogs. They're most likely gonna pull ahead in terms of levels even more than they already are. And Heiko on this Night Stalker hasn't really been able to find too much. It is nighttime now. Wish gonna get gone on, but there's the Dark Ascension coming in from Heiko, looking to go. They find the Silencer. Sonic Wave over the top here to save the Tusk for a little while. Now the Snowball, another save here. X marks the spot. But another buyback here from the Radiant. They're gonna lose the Night Stalker again.
That Night Stalker is not having a good time. He's going 2 to 5 right now.
And the shard
died
here
5
onto
times.
LTH. LTH has the cookie. And actually an exorcism being committed here by Drug. I mean, that's an exorcism committed. They're most likely gonna take this tier 1 tower for it.
Yep.
Can they even... How long is the duration left? They could even go into Roche with it? No, Draken's just gonna farm out the triangle.
Yeah.
Or are they? No, they're gonna go into Roche. They have
Yep,
Tag
they're gonna-
Team. Tag Team is very nice against the Roche together with the Exo. And they're gonna make short work of Roshan.
Not gonna be able to be stopped here. They know that they're gonna go for it though.
Oh,
and they do
LTH
look
gonna
like they
go in
wanna
with
do
the Mortimer
something.
Kisses. That is a lot of damage here. It's gonna claim a kill onto the Tusk at least. But they will still get the Aegis onto the Queen of Pain, as RoboC gonna be caught out here, as gonna get shipped as well, and Burner at the same time, they're gonna get the blink away on the Queen of Pain, but CK not gonna be so lucky, and SG Esports finally able to find a successful fight there. They're gonna claim 3 kills.
And Luna has arrived. She is sort of done farming for now. And getting a lot of damage here on this middle tower, getting their second tower of the game. But the Balrogs have TP'd in, 2 of them. They know Luna's there. Looks like they're gonna have a little bit of a keeping an eye out for that hero. They really want to kill her, but they have 2 people down, so they're not gonna be able to do much about it.
Oh, they found the Bane here. Couldn't go for Nightmare there. Is now the shard coming through. Silence from Draken and an easy kill for the Death Prophet. Draken also 7-1-7. Relatively quiet as like Death Prophet as a hero, just like not the flashiest of heroes, but just been doing his work, just killing enemies and getting towers.
Yep. The goals of Dota. Still Aegis, by the way, on Queen of Pain for 3.5 minutes. Are they going to be able to do something with it? I'm not quite sure.
They're gonna have Exorcism up in 10 seconds again. They might just go use that for the tier 2 tower. The way that they're posturing around it. Yeah, there's the Exo.
Absolutely. That classic.
And this just feels like right now very, very methodical from Balrogs, which shows also like some prowess from like, you lost game number 1, you tried the strategy, it didn't work. Can you reset to methodical gameplay that is in your favor? And right now it looks like that for Balrogs. Like they have Aegis, they have Exorcism. Just use it, get the tower, get out. And they don't lose anything for it.
Playing it very, very safe there. The CK, meanwhile, still at the top of the net worth chart. Luna gaining in on him, though, doing quite well, actually. Still keeping her farm up. And a smoke coming in now on the side of SG. They really want to see if they can get a pick off there. And they might find it here on this Queen of Pain.
Yeah, Queen of Pain has Aegis, so you don't want to start a fight on that hero. Rises does show himself on the grave, just farming it out. And Dire very much aware that some smoke shenanigans are happening right now from SG Esports. Berna meanwhile has a heart finished.
Oh my. Going AC next, it seems. Oh, he is a very, very tanky boy right now. Very hard to deal with. They're gonna go for this tower top here. And it looks like they're not really gonna be interrupted here by SG. And going to be able to get this tower for relatively free. SG was smoked up on the other side of the map, and they really want to go for this trade here, getting that tier 1 on bottom.
But they're going to be not fast enough, and there is already a smoke coming in from the Dire. They want to defend this bottom tower, or at least take a favorable engagement afterwards. There's the TP coming in from the CK. They want to go on to Rises. Rises has the BKB, immediately uses it. Meanwhile, Draken gonna get gone on here by Heiko, but the Yule Scepter gonna be there, and Heiko, oh no, the sacrificial Night Stalker.
TP'd out, Luna TP'd out. I mean, that is a Night Stalker though for their efforts, which is yeah, definitely a pick off, and another smoke coming in.
Yeah,
smoke coming in.
They traded a tier 2 for a tier 1 tower on the side of SG, and they still lost a hero. That does not bode well for the future of this game. And now the Tusk might find LTH here, does get him. At the same time also going on to KXY. KXY has a BKB. That's going to be the Eclipse raining down. Global Silence coming out. Robo-C still has the Aegis. And for 25 more seconds, might even want to die here. But they find the quick kill onto the Snapfire, and they're going to back off. Once again, like Balrogs, they're making these moves and they're not overextending. Playing very disciplined.
They are incredibly disciplined, just well coordinated. Honestly, a treat to see here, especially after the first game that we saw today. Smoke coming in down the side of SG. Luna is smoked up as well. Aegis just expired. Luna, what are they gonna do? Where are they going?
Looking to go into the top part of the map. This is a little bit telegraphed though, as the mid lane is getting pushed in, and Dire might be aware that something is going on. And they know that their Aegis has just run out, so it is a little bit of an obvious attempt. They might still gonna find Draken though with the Fiend's Grip. It's gonna be cancelled by Robo-Z, and now Draken gonna turn this around as he is a little bit too tanky with the Spirit Vessel, Yule Scepter, and an Ogre Axe. And they are gonna find Rises here. He's just gonna go for the TP. The Wall Punch is gonna be in range though. And Rises.
All alone, Luna. All alone in the jungle. There are 3 people down on the side of SG. That is going to be high ground, probably, on this CK. They're going to be pushing high ground here. Does Deathmark still have her ultimate? She does. That's going to be a tower, absolutely.
At least a tower. Yeah, the ghosties are coming out, and Draken making short work. There is no glyph. That is 1 set of frags, potentially even 2. As you see Berna already looking to go to the second set. They want to get the melee and then go to the second set of racks. There's half a minute without Luna. And it like both of these lineups are very, very snowball heavy. And Balrogs, they just like got those 2 quick kills on the Luna at the end of the laning stage. And it just snowballed from there. As now they're going to take a second set of racks here. Luna going to be up in 15 seconds. Exorcism has run out. They're just going to get the melee racks. Are they going to stay for the ranged? Going to stay for the ranged? Okay. Gonna stay for the ranged here, Berna. Gonna be X marked. But he has...
Yeah, as predicted.
Gonna back off now. That's gonna be a Dark Ascension. They wanna fight into this. There's a Mortimer Kisses, but immediately Global Silence. And Heiko, he still wants to go after the Silencer, but he already used his ultimate. It's now your Dark Ascension being used for one Silencer kill. RoboZ jumping in there. He's gonna get hit by the Cookie Stun though. Has a BKB. Sonic Wave comes out, but it's a death Sonic Wave. Burner still standing strong, fighting against KXY. And they are gonna lose LTH. Draken still standing strong. They're gonna find the kill onto the Conker, and Burner. He's just ripping him apart.
Luna.
Rises, gets away. That's gonna be a Fiend Script coming out, but Reish, you cannot hold that Fiend Script for long as Burner. Just CK. Burner did not like that he wasn't allowed to kill people in the previous game. That's gonna be the snowball away. Nicely done there by the Tusk. The Cookie is gonna connect on the Tusk, and Burner says, yes, you saved me, and I will not save you.
Thank you for your noble sacrifice, and I am now getting the hell out.
Typical core mentality right there.
Absolutely. Love to see it.
But so they forced buybacks there. How many buybacks was that? 3 buybacks from the Radiant. Actually, a dieback on the Tusk.
Yeah.
So that's at least good, but they lost 2 sets of racks. And SG Esports, like, how do you kill this Chaos Knight? Oh no, he's gonna kill Heiko. Boom. Boom. Is Night Stalker supposed to be tanky?
Yeah, a little bit. It's just not really doing so well this game, is he? Let's have a look at his net worth, 9k, like right in the middle of the pack there.
Rises also get gone on here by Burner down to 20% HP. They're trying to turn this around. Burner right back and goodbye. That's a hard carry, just getting soloed here. He is 1v5ing right now. There's the Mortimer Kisses coming out. Global Silence. Burner still has the ultimate toggle to work with. Is gonna go down, but the rest of the team has arrived. Rises already dead. LTH is gonna go down. They found Burner, but
4
yeah.
people down. Oh my, that's just not looking so hot for SG Esports here. It really just seems like Balrogs, you know, they've taken some lessons from the first game and they decided, you know what, we're gonna show them how it's done. And that's exactly what they're doing right now. They only have 1 tower up at the bottom here, 1, 2, 3 tower with the set of racks. And are they gonna be able to take it?
There's a DD on this
Probably.
Silencer. He is hitting hard. Not that hard. It's not that big of a deal. It's a DD on the
He's not
Silencer.
hitting that hard, but he's hitting harder than normal.
Now Heiko, they are gonna try to defend this here, going onto the Tusk. No chance for a snowball.
Ooh.
They find the support. Like, if the Silencer, if the Night Stalker and the Conker are allowed to go onto these supports, they will die very quickly. And they're gonna hold their last set of racks, as there was no Burner there to finish off that Heiko in 2 full sweeps.
I would like to say though that I do like the Blink Dagger here on the Death Prophet. I think that's a good pickup. I mean, it's not an item that maybe is always picked up on this hero, but definitely works really well versus what they're faced up against.
Also looking to go for the shards, so just looking to create that fear by having the Spirit Siphon lasting for at least 4 seconds, and that's exactly where the Blink Dagger makes so much sense. You blink right on top of somebody and you just Spirit Siphon them. And they can't really run away because you're so fast with the Exorcism running, and you just slowly kill him. Now Burner, he is back alive. He's back ready to kill people. I'd be scared as Radiant. I'd be very scared.
I'm very terrified of this boy here, and they're gonna go for Roshan though. He's gonna, you know, get that bloodlust going here. Not literally, but you know what I mean. He's gonna hit this Roshan unit. He's gonna get that Aegis there. There's a shard gonna be dropping as well. Gonna have a little look at which hero that's most likely gonna go to. CK himself, maybe?
Potentially. Have you ever thought about that Roche always gives more the more he respawns, and he's like just trying to bribe you to not kill him anymore?
Yeah, it's honestly really sad. You just run up into this guy's house and you just start murdering him. I mean,
the next
what
time
has
he's
Roshan
like,
done
hey,
wrong?
look, take the shard, take my life, but don't come back anymore. Then you come back again. He's like, okay, I'm giving you my ages. I'm gonna give you a cheese, and I'm gonna give you an Agnum's blessing or a
Please
shard.
leave me alone.
Just leave me alone.
I mean, honestly, says enough. I will continue this talk about Roshan later because there's exciting stuff happening right now.
Yeah, they're gonna have the Mortimer kisses, but Draken just runs in straight on top of the Snapfire. It's gonna be Fiend Script though. They're gonna try to take everything onto Draken, but Draken has the BKB. And KXY in the backlines. Rise is already dead in 2 full sweeps there once again. Burner, he's just killing people and drinking milk, and he's all out of milk right now. He's just looking to kill some people. Rises, that's your hard carry there, just dying instantly as GGs are called.
GG called.
You mentioned Burner, he just instantly DC'd out of that previous game. He was mad. And
Absolutely
he let that
mad.
anger out in this game.
Absolutely let that anger out, and it worked out for him. You know, apparently when Burner gets mad, towers start falling and enemy heroes start dying. So a valid tactic, a valid strat.
Mm-hmm. Yes, as now this was of course game number 2, a 1-for-1 tie in this series here, but the Bitsler Cup is not done for today. However, this with very, very big sadness of mine that I have to announce that Sparks, he will not be there for the remaining series. Is that correct?
No, sadly not. No, I'm in a completely different time zone. For me, it's right now 10 past 12 a.m. And I have to work tomorrow early in the morning. So, 12 till 2 a.m. is just not going to be great for me, you know?
It's just not gonna be great. Really sad, Sparks, as always. It is a pleasure casting with you. Balrogs versus SG ends up 1-1. Any last statements you wish to make?
Yeah, absolutely. I was talking about Roshan. This is very important to this game. You know, Roshan doesn't attack you when you walk into the pit. He starts attacking when you start attacking him, and I feel like we need to talk about that more. Not right now, but I feel like we as a community need to start talking about that. Yeah, generally speaking, what I said before as well, CK, Burna got mad, got super mad after game 1. He turned that anger into energy, turned that anger into, I don't know, skill. And it just really worked out for them. They played so incredibly well. Had a good draft as well. SG had moments where they kind of picked it up, you know, they had moments where I thought, you know, they can go back, they can get back from this. But in the end, it didn't quite matter, and they really got stomped here by Balrogs Esport. A kind of little bit of a stomp going the other way the first game, and then this way this game. So all in all, I'd say 2 very interesting games.
For sure. Now, what's coming up next is gonna be Lava versus Salchipapa. Another series where Salchipapa is already out. They cannot make playoffs anymore, but Lava, they could still make playoffs, so they wanna get that win there. And we will see how that series is gonna go after a short break.